All right, good evening, folks. We are here tonight to discuss a couple of arrests that were made. One was a bontriger, his last name. It was in the paper. And he was arrested, I think, and found guilty uh, of an accident. He caused an accident that killed people. So they arrested him. And the other gentleman was Miller, last name Miller, who was picked up for drugs. I think it was meth or something like that. All here. So, yeah, I mean, it was in the paper. That was the big thing in town. Um, and you got to be careful, folks. Which Bontrigger is a Amish name. I think it was an Amish guy. Um, and so is Miller out here in Indiana, Amish country. So they were picked up. Um, I imagine they'll be doing a lot of time, right? I notice a lot of people are having trouble with their internet tonight. Uh, and I am too, right? So it might be a solar flare. I believe that's what's going on. America, the world, got hit with a solar flare and will be, I think, this week or weekend and these things monkey with the internet. You know. Let me shut off this light. There you go. Ah, now you can see. Hope you can hear me. But that was the big thing that's going on right now. We're trying to divert everybody from the solar storm uh, that's been hitting America. It's been hot out. Radiation, folks, from the sun. A lot of people think it's a joke, and no, it's no joke, right? Happens all the time, but they are getting worse, and it's cooking the world, right? So these guys, Bontrager, like I said, got picked up or arrested for a accident that was fatal. People died. So he got arrested, and I think he's going to trial or going to be found or was found guilty or something like that. And the other gentleman was Miller. I forget his last name. Picked up for selling drugs, um, which, like I told everybody, just because you live in a small town, don't mean you don't have troubles, right? We got troubles all over. So hopefully they keep picking up the bad guys and make our community safe. But yes, pay no attention to the solar flares that we've been getting from the sun, changing the atmosphere, changing the weather, all kinds of stuff going on. We got some big heat coming this week for like 4 days, I think, or 3 days. Um, Highs in the 100, and that's the temperature without the humidity. They're saying it could get like 105 up here, which is plenty proof to me that somewhere we got a hot spot going on the earth. Now, what does it consist of? Is it a molten lava lake that shifted? Right, seeing these hot temperatures right in the middle center of the United States. Well, that's also where Yellowstone is, the super volcano. So who knows? Solar flares, which people are saying that it's massive radiation that's been hitting us. Yeah, I would believe it. I would. Sure. Someone sent me a message. Unheard phone call of Don Wells. Now, there's another problem. All these crime channels, the scammy scams. It's unreal. So, a lot of these YouTubers now are being tracked. They're themselves are being watched, right? We're finding out that a lot of these YouTubers, and it's true, they're all connected. They all know each other. It's all a big gang, whatever you want to call it. Association, secret association, secret YouTube gang, whatever it may be. I don't know. Bunch of crazies. How come you can't go into a chat without people saying, well, we've seen you over there, so you must be one of them? No, I'm just a viewer on YouTube. You people have come so massive delusional, paranoia, schizophrenic sociopaths. We're doing our jobs as YouTubers and creators and just going to all kinds of different channels and chats. And some of these people get upset that it's almost like you belong to one of their people. If you go into someone's chat and you hang out there for a while, and you go to another chat and someone from the other channel sees you in that chat, it's almost like treason, right? How could you? You were in that chat. Well, I don't belong to nobody. Much like I don't belong to the devil or any gangs or anything. I'm just a YouTuber. I should be able to watch and go into any channel, no matter what kind of crazy war you folks have created on YouTube in your heads that have overspilled into our streets of real life. Oh, it's so mad. And of course, they come at me with everything. We're building a case again. We got it. You got nothing, folks. You folks got led on a wild goose chase. Wild goose chase. Right? Scammed. It was a Potsy scam. It was a child scam or whatever it was, child support scam. It's whatever you guys do on YouTube. You tried it on me. It ain't working. It's just not working. I don't have 900 kids. Quit bugging me. You're harassing me. They're nuts. Everyone is somebody, and everybody is nobody, and everybody is a professional. Even I am. I've been telling myself, just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And my schizophrenia side says, I know, but I can't, because I do know what I'm talking about. And then the other part of my brain says, both of you shut up. These people have drove everybody nuts. Right? It just goes on and on. The madness. But I love it. That's why I watch these channels. Because there's people out there like me that have disabilities. I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one that was stricken with this illness, whatever you want to call it. Brain damage, whatever. But I see there's more of you out there. And now I don't feel so scared. Right? I've been through a lot on YouTube, folks. Fartgate 2021, which was huge. That was the talk of YouTube. I was in the center of it. That was a really shitty situation. But I hung in there. Right? I've been through the Don Wells cases, the Delphi cases, the jealous people. What do? They call the police on you. You're an innocent person. Next thing you know, you're on the ground. SWAT's coming through the door. shotguns and tear gas. It's happened to me. They've been here already. People making false documents, fake arrest warrants, photos, fake photos, photos. Right? They've done their best. Once they found out I was running for presidency in 2024, they came at me strong. They took everything I had, money, everything. They didn't want the news to get out there. I got it out there. I warned this country. We're under attack as we speak right now. This country is under attack, being invaded. Way before Trump came along. Well, I'll give Trump the credit this time. But yes, there's bad guys everywhere, folks. Some have changed their lives. They found God. They either had kids or grandkids now, and it's just too crazy to go out in the world. And they changed their lives. Kudos to them. I respect them for that. As long as they're not wanted for murder or anything like that, we're not arresting them. We got enough problems in our jails. If they killed somebody, then they're going to jail. Right? If they sold a bunch of drugs or fentanyl to people and people are dropping like flies, well, then you're going to go to jail. Right? We're not going to waste our time with this child crap. Locking everybody up. That's good. That, it's no wonder our prisons are overpopulated. They come up with stuff, fake stuff. Right? I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Phenomenal. Got people killed. YouTube, Google. Fake information. People's information that should have been private. They don't care. It's a killing field. That's why I watch YouTube. You never know who's going to die next. You never know what channel's coming down. You never know whose penis you might get porn bombed with, or giant breast, which it don't bother me that people, if a woman came up and showed her breast on my channel, I don't think it would bother me. I really don't. Now, a penis might, right? But breast, no, probably not. But this is the problem we're dealing with in our world, right? We got to battle this civilization that we live in, their rules, their laws, when they themselves can't even keep their own laws. Right? We got to obey the laws and the police. But what do we do when they can't obey their own laws? Exactly. It's a madhouse. That's why we are appointing new government citizen, which will be supported by the United States government, the Citizens Police. Thus, if a citizen gets pulled over by a city police or a state police, well, here comes our rolling civilian police, which they are there to protect and serve the civilians, right? The citizens. And that's exactly what we're shooting for. And I'm bringing it to Congress, Senate, a bunch of people. Times have got to change, folks. It's so corrupt. If our own president, if our own Congress, if everybody is saying it's all corrupt, it's too far corrupt. We got to start over. Well, now we got legal rights to start the civilian police force that does not arrest United States civilians. They are only there to protect the civilians. I don't know. We're thinking about it. Maybe. I'm not sure. I hope people can hear me. We've been having so much trouble with the solar flares lately. Internet's been going down. Things haven't been going the way they should be. People are saying it's cooking outside. It feels like radiation, like we're burning. Well, it is, folks. That's what it's called. Right? That's where you get the Ebola, whatever they call them, lights. Right? Our magnetic field is trying to fight the radiation solar blast that has come from the sun. And sometimes that radiation makes it through our magnetic field. So when people say it feels like I'm cooking outside, you are. I just gonna. It's all scientific. I don't. It's all there, folks. Hello, Debbie. How you doing tonight? What a night. What a day. I am tired. I thought I actually came home, did a couple things, and I made the mistake of sitting down on the recliner, and the next thing you know, I was starting to doze off, but I was like, you know what? This ain't good enough. I think I need to crawl into my bed. And I actually crawled into my bed for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, took a little nap. And then I was like, I got to get up because it's like 5, 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night. But hey, what a crazy world we live in, huh? When does it end? It don't, folks. This is an ongoing merry-go-round. It just keeps going and going and going. It don't end. We're hoping to end it. We're hoping soon, right? Well, what kind of world we live in when our own president is saying everything's corrupt? They're all corrupt, Johnny. No, we're going to have to melt it down. What do you mean? We're going to have to burn everything. What? It's all got to be melted down into a cube so we can sell it on the market. Are you kidding me? No. Everything, burn it down, melt it into a cube. We might be able to sell it to China for billions, trillions, quadrillions, maybe. I am not sure. But if everything's corrupt, we got to start all over again. Now, I know this is shocking to a lot of people. I've been getting calls 24/7, people on my voicemail. We got to talk. How can we meet, Mr. Kramer? We can't. Understand? Don't call us. We will call you. There is no meeting me. If you need to talk to me, talk to one of my lawyers, right? Don't come knocking at my door with some fake shit because you're jealous. Or I might have made your girlfriend laugh. Or I play guitar better than you or sing or something. Don't be jealous, folks. I'm not jealous. People out there have been making billions. You don't see me going crazy. It could be the heat, Debbie. That's what I'm thinking, probably. They probably, I wouldn't doubt it if they probably, I was out today for probably about 3 hours this afternoon. And it was hot. It was humid. It was very hazy, very heavy to breathe. I probably cooked the last 2 brain cells that I had left in the sun. But then I remembered, oh crap, that solar blast is going to be hitting us. And I think it's already been hitting us for a couple days or this week from the sun. A lot of people are like, what are you talking about? But the sun had a solar flare explosion. And they said it would be here within a couple of weeks. And I think it's hit. That's why the temperatures have risen. Everything's going crazy. Internet's going cuckoo. And it felt like I was cooking outside today, which very well could have been sun rays that were coming through radioactive through the magnetic field and ozone layers that have been blown whole like Swiss cheese and cooked my brain. The last cell I had left. I hope you folks are happy. I got a disability as it is, but this is why I was trying to put some kind of a protection over America between here and the sun, some kind of a tinfoil mirror that would reflect the sun back. So we're not getting so much sun and burning everything up. And I don't want to talk too much because I'm waiting for my Wurlitzer to get here, which I did get on YouTube. All right. Do I have to? I'm dumb. Do you folks understand? I didn't even graduate high school. I was 4 or 5 credits short. Went to work, very young age. Right? Had accident, brain damage. Yes, at one time I was in the corner. But I strive to become something because people around me, well, my government and my family, all military people, all people that learned trades, worked on cars, and were somebody. I wanted to be somebody. I didn't want to be one of them people in the corner. Yes, I'll be the first to admit I have a disability, and it ain't ever going to go away, no matter what anyone says. I know it's sad. I do want to say and give condolences to a great comedian and radio guy, Donnie Baker. His real name was Ronnie. He was a great comedian, funny guy. Came up with some great stuff. Angel Skinner, right? That was hilarious. The Rowdy Rodney or who's the girl fighter? She's an MMA fighter. Rousey Rodney or whatever. I forget her name. That was incredible. Ronnie Sultan. I think it was the Sultans. Great comedian. Funny guy. Rest in peace. My condolences to his family. Even had a great band. Some great songs. Don't touch my pork sausage. It ain't done yet. That was funny, dude. Ronda Rousey. Thank you, Debbie. I want to give a hand to one of my mods, Debbie Fox. Great job, Debbie. Ronda Rousey. That stuff with Donnie Baker was great. He thought Ronda Rousey should train with him. That's hilarious. The Riverside Creek stuff. His Riverside Confessions. It was a little tiny creek running through. It's dried up. It's my Riverside Creek Confessions. Great stuff. Now, God rest his soul. Now, let's get back to saving the earth. But you idiots don't want to save the earth. You would rather spend money on mass destruction weapons and argue between each other and cause chaos all over the world, right? I'm trying to save the world. You people are trying to destroy the world. I know don't eat raw pork, Debbie says. Don't eat raw pork. I know that. That was a song, Don't Touch My Pork Sausage. before it's done. But yeah, all these people trying to do this. And people keep saying the world's going to be here a lot longer than the human. Well, I don't think so. At one time we thought that, but things are changing massively. And once you lose an atmosphere, it's all over with. And God help us if we ever lose our magnetic field. I'll tell you that much. It'll be all over with. We'll all be toast. Cinnamon buns. Toasty. It's just horrible. How's the picture look, Debbie? Does the picture look okay with this camera? Excuse me. Now people are saying you should go StreamYard. Have people up on your channel. Why? So arguments could occur. That's all I see on YouTube is arguments, people fighting against each other, people making fake stuff up. It's unreal. I play guitar, people. That's what I do. I used to be in construction. But now I play guitar and sing and act like an idiot. Broke down. Government said, Johnny, you broke down. They put a seal, a stamp on me. U.S. grade. Property of the United States government. Broke down. Stamped me. Sent me on my way. You have a disability, we can't use you no more. I know. I'll just sit here and enjoy my retirement. Oh, ain't much of a retirement, but it's something. Yes, I think so. That's what I think happened. I mean, no, there's a lot of talk about the UFOs right now. You know, people are always asking me, what do you think? What are your thoughts? What do you think? And like I always tell them, mind your own business. You'll stay alive a lot longer on this earth. They always say, what? That's what I got to say. Mind your own business. You'll stay alive a lot longer on this earth. Yeah, shit's breaking down. The devil's real now. Witches are real now. Vampires are real now. It's all real again. We're going back into the 1800s. I already stocked up on shoes to throw at these, I guess, witches or vampires or demons or whatever. I went ahead and I bought torches, tiki torches. Uh, you can't have a mob without torches. Hello, Michael. How you doing tonight? I wish you guys would put that fire out. Right, we got people dying down here in the lower 40. Right, trying to gasp for air. Everyone's, what do we do, Johnny? What do we do? I'm like, let's air fuel bomb it and blow it out. And you know what the crazy Canadians are like. Oh my God, Johnny wants to go ahead and he wants to go ahead and he wants to blow out the fire. Yes, I do, you crazy Canadians. I know you're like, do you have to? Yes, I have to. It's killing everybody. It's feeding fuel and heat to our atmosphere. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to use some of my new technology. I'm going to have to blow out the forest fire with either napalm or an air fuel bomb that sucks out all the air, and that therefore the flames have nothing to burn. Right? I've been doing my research on all this. It all adds up. I say we go with it. Now I know the Canadians, they're all upset. Why? Because you're killing us with your smoke. Canada is burning. I could solve that problem, Michael. Right? I can make a call, have 2 jets loaded, and actually blow that fire out. We do it all the time with chemical fires and everything. Don't give it no oxygen, it'll blow out. And it might be able to put it out. You know, I don't know. It's a crazy thought, but why not? Let's see what Debbie's got to say. Good thing you're growing garlic. Well, I got bad news, Debbie. My garlic was doing great. I was very proud of my garlic. It was standing tall and it was looking green. It was good. Well, my garlic now is no longer, it's wilted. I'm guessing either it could be through the radiation storm or I overwatered them. I'm not sure. Does it mean it's ready, that the plants are ready to pick when they wilt over and die? I don't know. Somebody could have pissed on my garlic when I wasn't here. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to. Debbie, can you grow garlic inside the house? Debbie, can you grow garlic inside the house? We are going to try backcountry hiking in the. Oh, yeah, be safe. That dang fire's gone crazy up there in Canada. They don't know where it's going. Wind shifting all the time and everything. I mean, if they wanted to really put it out, you'd call Kurt Russell, right? He was in Backdraft. He'd know how to put it out. But I already know you got to blow it out, right? You got to blow it out. We got problems. These fires are creating more troubles than people really know. A lot of people don't pay attention to science. And believe me, I didn't used to either. But for some reason, the Lord said, pay attention to the world. And I was like, all right. And I can see it going on everywhere. Nah, them crazy aliens. Yeah. They've been around here. Crazy aliens. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. Along with Bigfoot, right? Along with Bigfoot. Now, do you listen to that? I went outside here a couple minutes ago before I started this video, and I walked around and I got that giant pine tree out there. Drops needles and sap everywhere. And I just walked outside. Can you hear that? It's almost like sticking sap. I'm going to have to cut down that pine tree. I'm sorry. It is creating sap everywhere. It's already wrecked my patio furniture, my umbrella. You know what? I got to call my renter's insurance and see if my patio furniture is covered under my insurance. Anyone know that? Would my patio furniture be covered by my renter's insurance? Anybody know that? Bigfoot is the thing here in Canada. Yeah, Bigfoot, aliens. A lot of Frenchmen up there. We be. Nah, yeah, a bunch of crazy Canadians. I love them. Michael, if you see the McKenzie brothers, say hello. I used to hang out with them dudes. Great team. Great guys. Of course, if you see Rush, let them know I said hello. Debbie, how does the video look? Is everything okay? It looks like I'm lagging. A lot of people have been having troubles with the internet, TV signals, whatever it may be. And that's probably from the solar flares from the sun. that are about hitting America and everything's going crazy. Nobody, nobody wants to. Debbie, is the does the video look okay? The fire. Oh, so that would include the patio furniture out there. Yeah. Well, the tree has been falling constantly on the roof. They just had a new roof put on a couple years ago. A couple years ago, branches keep breaking every storm we have, or in the winter when the snow piles on it. It drops needles all inside the gutter, um, and the sap. It drops sap all over the patio, all over the yard. So if you walk out there, you're walking on sap sometimes, and then you track it in the house. And then if you sit down on your patio out there, you got sap all over your butt. And then you get up and you come into your house. Then you sit down on your furniture thinking everything's fine. And then you get sap all over your furniture, right? So then you got to have your furniture cleaned. And so I'm thinking about taking that tree down. Why not? No one else is going to do it. Plus, it's too close to the apartment. A lot of insurance agencies these days will drop you if you have trees way too close to your house. They'll say you got to cut that tree down, or we can't cover you. It's too close to the it's too close to the building. So therefore, you can't get coverage on the apartment or the house that you're in or whatever, because the trees are too close to the house. They won't cover it. Right? The insurance companies are getting smart these days. Right? They are. The insurance companies are getting smart. You want to insure your home, and they will tell you that tree is too close to the house. Eventually, it's gonna. If you have a storm, it's gonna fall into your house. Right? You got to take down the house or take down the tree, or we can't write you. We're not going to cover your property when you know. It's like if you buy a home and it's flooded, they're going to tell you, this home's going to get flooded. It's proven fact. We'll give you coverage, but you're going to pay more or whatever. The insurance companies are funny. They're always in the fine print. You find out stuff that you didn't know. It's like everything. Michael says crooks. Well, that's why Mr. Trump was on TV saying everybody's a crook, corrupt, shady, slim shady. Nah, I don't know. I'm just somebody with a disability that's been locked away for way too many years. Be innocent, used, abused. What do I know? They only need me when it comes voting time. Then I'm somebody. Now we all got disabilities. America is becoming the land of the disabled, the abused, the weak, the poor. I know about being poor. It's something I know. You know what's funny though is some of these people that are so much money, born into it, never had to do anything their whole lives. What if the world did go down? Who do you really think's going to survive? Do you think these rich elite people will survive if everything breaks down and they are treated just like regular civilians? Are the civilians going to survive? Well, we already are surviving, like in the jungle. So who will really survive this madness, this meltdown, right, of society? We're already surviving in the jungles. Nah, I don't think Trump will be back. We're going to probably go with me and Bobby, maybe. I'm not sure. Depending on what happens. Right? I'd hate for Mr. Trump to get in there again, and then they come at him again and saying, you know, they get him again on something. Right? Could Mr. Trump do better as an advisor? As an advisor. Maybe. If they let him, if things don't blow up in his face before 2024, meaning they don't charge him with anything or say he can't run or whatever. So if the team comes out and it's Trump and Kennedy, Bobby, I don't know, that'd be a tough one, right? Bobby Kennedy's pretty smart. He has a heart. He knows that this world is nuts. Even our own country is nuts. Cuckoo than Cocoa Puffs. He knows that. Right? He's been around it. Look what happened to his family. Look what happened to mine. It's all a house of cards, folks. It's all a house of cards. We got to put it back together. Somebody get some super glue and duct tape. We're going to have to fix America. Get some Bondo, some fiberglass. I'll tell you what, we've been having a lot of stuff go down out here. Right? We need to train our police to know somebody that has a disability. And between someone that has a disability or problems compared to just a normal person, right? We got to train our police better, but I don't blame the police because it is a zoo. A lot of people get mad at me because I use the word zoo, but if the shoe fits, right? Slowly but surely, the country's being choked out. Gas prices are back up again. Food's rising again. They're saying, well, inflation is not as bad as we thought. It is, folks. Don't let them lie to you. It's all a wizard and witch game. It's all sleight of hand. Right? Civilians are dying because of bad choices the government made, because this political war, this religion war, racial war, whatever you want to call it. Right? We're suffering for it. The innocent civilians, citizens, we're the ones flipping the bill and suffering and starving. No one else. Right? They can't inspect the food fast enough. The water's not clean enough. They're running out of room to build. They can't keep up with water treatment plants fast enough to treat the water. Everything's burning. And they would rather let it burn and go to heck than to try and listen to people that don't have a college education or didn't have billions of dollars, right? One day the Lord's going to come along and appoint somebody that's just going to be poor. And the Lord's going to say, go tell these people what I say. You're in charge, right? Do you think these people would listen? No. Right? They'd hang me by my gonads. Right? I don't know. Crazy world. I think it's tea time. Debbie, what do you think? Tea time? Maybe. Maybe it's tea time, Debbie. I'm not sure. Winter's coming, folks. Don't let this hot spell play games with you. This hot spell we're getting right now and the weather change coming this week is because of that solar flare from the sun. I got a bad feeling we're going to get some cold weather this winter. Michael, we got a vampire out here. I don't know what you crazy Canadians are dealing with up there, up north, but down here in the lower 40, we got witches, demons, and vampires. Tea time. I'm making my tea, Debbie. I'm making my tea. Non or it's decaf tea. It's sleep tea. Right? It's you get it at the store. It's sleepy time tea. I have a glass of that stuff. Next thing you know, I'm sitting here uh, in La La Land. Right? I've taken sleeping pills before, and it not do as good as this sleep time tea. I'll tell you what, though, there is no better way to lose weight, stay hydrated, get out when there is heat, when there is sun, and sweat, and work. Work outside, rake the yard, leaves, whatever. As long as you're outside moving and creating the body to sweat and create heat. I'm telling you, during the winter, I'm 180, 189. All of a sudden, summer came. It's been hot. I've been out in the sun. I've been moving, carrying leaf blower, weed whacker, pushing a lawnmower uphill, downhill, um, sweating, and the weight comes off. I think I'm down to like 169 or something. But then come winter, when I ain't got nothing to do and I'm sitting around, I put on weight. Last winter I had a problem. I'd sit down and eat a whole pizza, a large pizza by myself. I'd sit down, eat a foot long. Right? I'd buy 2 foot longs, eat them, plus dinner. Beef sandwiches, right? I had a problem with beef sandwiches, Portillo's beef sandwiches on her. Uh, Sit down, order a giant beef sandwich, and eat it in one sitting. I put on a lot of weight, but then the medication I was on was killing me. That also contributed to the massive amounts of weight, the 50 heart attacks. I'll be all right. I was born in Illinois, Chicago area, suburbs. I'll live, right? I think. I'm not sure. My tea is ready. Well, the water is. Debbie says it felt too hot to eat. I know. It was hot today. Tomorrow's, these next 4 days or 3 days are going to be real hot. 105. They're saying that's just the heat. That's without the humidity. 98, I think they said tomorrow or Thursday. Regular temperature, but then there'll be heat or humidity on top of that. That's when you get out and you sweat and you lose weight. I am drinking sleepy time tea, assorted herbs. I usually put some honey in it. If you're wondering what tea I am drinking, it is Bigelow's Sweet Dreams tea. Let me repeat that. If you are wondering what tea I'm drinking at night, it is decaffeinated Bigelow's Sweet Dreams tea. I usually put a little bit of ginger in it, ginger powder, and cinnamon, and a dash of honey. And I'll tell you what, I let it sit here, stooping, and then I drink this. And the next thing you know, I'm like in another world. I don't know if you guys get that. Bigelow's Sweet Dreams. Nope. And then I let that cinnamon powder soak in there and that ginger. And sometimes I put thyme in it. And these are all things that are good for your breathing. Opens up your sinuses and Gets the old blood rushing, but it's very calming. Now we're just going to let that sit for a minute. Oh, look at the steam coming off of that. Yeah, I got that up here too. Sleepy Time Celestial Seasoning Tea. Yeah, we get that. I got that up here too, but I think it's like $6.80 or something like that. $6.30. This Bigelow Sweet Dreams tea is $4, I think, for a box of it. And it does pretty good. Now, I have tried that Sleepy Time with the little tiny bear on it. I tried that. But this Bigelow tea, this Sweet Dream tea, I think does the trick. It does the trick too, but at a cheaper price. That smells good. The cinnamon, the assorted herbs that are in the tea. I think it's got chamomile and something else in it, camellia or yes, Debbie, I seen that on the box of that Sleepy Time tea or whatever you were drinking. Extra valerian in it. Yeah, it's $6 a box, Debbie. That's why I get this Bigelow tea, Bigelow Sweet Dreams. Look it up. It's in a blue box and it's got like a moon and the stars on it and everything. Yeah, you have a good night. I'm going to be getting off of here too, Michael. I'm probably at 1 hour. I'll stop this video here in a couple minutes. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Be safe up there. Keep an eye on them wildfires out there. And if you hear a big boom out there, Michael, you'll know that we blew out the fires in Canada. Napalm will probably do it. Debbie, is there anything you want to talk about before we get off of here? I already know the world's gone mad. It's taken us all with it. I know that. Look for what? Look for thy giant. What? Could be alien, Debbie. Trespassing on me. Could be. I think it's a vamp, though, or a demon or something. I don't know. We'll find out. I want to thank everyone for showing up. I'm going to have to maybe do a fire video soon. Relaxing, peaceful fire video. No, I want to thank you for your time. And all you be safe. Excuse me for burping. God bless everyone. Thanks for showing up, Debbie. Michael, have a great night. Talk to you folks later.